and hearing what we have to say, but you are absolutely very welcome. We are happy to have you. In the meantime, we have our band giving us some entertainment as we wait. We will be starting in about 15 minutes.
song. I was in the tunnel, I could see the light. Whenever I look up, I could see the sky. Sometimes when I'm standing, it seems like I'm gonna walk for miles. My heart could be crying in the middle of the spine.
Why we are here today, to say thank you. You know, if you grew up in this part of the country, now we give thanks a lot. Petit yo mora po yo lona ni kadicho na ko ni po yo. Laki ya ti mo binaro na ni yo pan. Po yo rio ben. O po yo mo ba yo na ka jomane ko yo kadi ko po yo mo ba. Because our culture was embedded in Thanksgiving. And that's why we are here today as Housing Finance Bank. Our agenda is quite brief. We don't want to take a lot of time here. We're actually expected by 7 to be off here. We shall have prayers. We shall have the anthems, the national and the law, of course. I'm a proud Lao man. There is no way we can be here without us singing our own anthem. We would rather forego the national anthem and have the Lao anthem here. We shall have, of course, welcome remarks from the team leader of Housing Finance Bank in Lira. What we call the brand distribution manager is actually the regional manager, who will also give us his remarks and a presentation. And then we shall have a customer representative who will speak to us. Remarks by the chief guest, customer feedback session, and then we shall have our dinner. This is going to be fast, but most importantly, get to know the person who is next to you. I don't know if my watch is okay. It's telling me it's already 5 minutes past 6 or 3 minutes past 6. I don't know, depending on your watch. And I officially would like us to start this session. But before starting this session, I don't know, man, which nice song do you need to give us so that now we can open everything?
Miss one,
everyone. I know some of us still have hidden talents. Don't worry, we are alone here. And kickstart our program. We promise you we wouldn't keep you here for long, and I still want to hold and keep that promise. We shall have, of course, the anthems before. The prayers will be last. I've had the same prayers done before the anthems, so we shall reverse that order. And officially, I'll hand over to the person who's going to take us through the anthems. Just one stanza is enough for each. Let's sort out each and everything done. The chief guest will find us midway of the program so that we can keep thanking you for being with us, working with us, supporting us and guiding us through all this and whatever we've done this year. So allow me to hand over to the person who is going to take us through the anthems, and I know these are done while we are standing. Therefore, may we all stand up for the national anthems. Thank you so much.
Mshikamano, viwe msingi wa umoja.
Thank you so much for the anthems. We may have now we call upon Pastor Philip to lead us in the prayers so that we can bless this.
Let's humble ourselves and we pray. Father, we want to thank you for you are King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We want to usher you into this meeting that whatever we discuss shall bring glory to your holy name. Give us the peace and the joy. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Philip. He also doubles as a pastor. He's not just a banker. You know, banking can make you do many professions. Welcome back from that. Thanks for the prayers, and the program is already on. As the host of today's session, first and foremost, good evening, everyone. Good evening. People don't seem to be happy. Why? You know, it's December. Whatever has not happened, that to do this may not happen. You know, we can carry it forward to 2026. I saw somewhere someone was supposed to buy a car, change it to a carpet. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, allow me to extend my warmest welcome to our sharing customers, partners, stakeholders, and all of you who have honored our invitation here. As a team leader, we call as a branch manager leading Housing Finance Bank in Lira, I'm really honored to have all of you here this evening. First and foremost, thank you all for choosing Housing Finance Bank. Your trust is our greatest asset, and we are committed to serving you better. We value our relationships with you, and we've built it over the years, and we really, really appreciate that loyalty. We are aware that there might have been moments that we've fallen short of your expectations, and for that, as the branch manager of Housing Finance Bank Lira, I sincerely apologize for where we've fallen short. But let me assure you, we are working tirelessly to improve our services, provide you with the best banking experience as we approach 2026. We are excited about the opportunities ahead, and above all, we promise to continue innovating and delivering what we have promised and delivering value to you. The most unique thing about working with Housing Finance Bank is you work for government indirectly. And as a government bank, we are committed to fostering a sustainable future for all Ugandans, and we are really dedicated to supporting all the initiatives that promote economic growth, environmental sustainability, and social development. As we continue to finance all the projects that drive progress, create jobs, improve livelihoods, I promise you we shall promote financial inclusion in this region far and beyond. And to you, our valued customers, once again, I thank you all for banking with us. Banking with us means you trust us a lot, and we are encouraging you to explore more of our products, more of our services, and above all, we are committed to supporting you in all your financial goals. Whatever happens in 2026, my prayer is simple. I pray for the zeal of success be embedded in all your endeavors. Saying this for God in my country, and may the Almighty God bless you all. At this point, allow me to welcome the staff of Housing Finance Bank Lira, the people that we work with. Please come forward. So, I'm bringing them here so that in case you read the bank and you don't find me, say, David, I saw you in the other forum. I need this. You're not working on this. What do we need to do? Are you together? So I'll give them an opportunity of mentioning their names, what they do, and their commitment to serving you. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. David Abadi is my name. I work as a customer banker at a branch. I handle customer space in case you need anything from the branch. Please, I am available to serve you. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abuti Hanifa. I work as a relationship manager. So for that, we are responsible for giving out loans. So in case of anything, I'm really willing and I really commit to support my customers at every touch point. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to welcome all of you. By the names, I'm Fiona, a relationship manager, and my commitment to everyone here and everybody who is here to come and those who are out there is that we shall always serve you and give you every reason to choose Housing Finance as your bank again and again. And for today, let's do this. And we'll always meet out there and at the bank. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Akita Shakina. I deal with agent banking. So in case of any problem with agent bankers, I always solve their issues. When you have any issue, let's say there of any transaction, you can reach me anytime. Thank you for coming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nabul Hamisi. I do back assurance in Housing Finance Bank. So in case of anything about assurance, I'm there.
Thank you so much, Anissa. These are the people who are running the background, running the show at Housing Finance Bank. Most times, as the team leader, I'm always caught up with Jojo. I'm always caught up doing some politics, outreach with Jerome, preaching the gospel of banking. So these are the people you're going to find them here. Actually, I wanted them to preach in Luo. You know, when you find these ladies in the bank, when I was in secondary, I would go to pay school fees. There is nothing I wanted like working in the bank. Because one, they only had beautiful women who would speak very nice English. And then I knew this was a place to be. And by the God is a promise keeper. God kept the promise. And this has been the only job I've done. Before I call upon my leader, the regional manager, on to speak, I want us to do something different in 2026. Most times, people come to the bank when there are emergencies. Most times, people come to the bank when there is an urgent need that needs to be met. Unfortunately enough, that's when network breaks down. That's when somebody falls sick. That's when URSP network is off. 2026, I want us to come to the bank early when we have that business need. Are we together? I want us to come to the bank when we are not under any pressure so that we can sit down and think and explore and know what best we can solution to anything we want to do. My experience with banking is most times people come when I hardly even now have time to advise them on the best solution. So we basically look at anything so that we first meet that emergency. But if we could transform into what I would call investment banking, where you want to build a 10-story house in probably April, we start the discussion now. So that in case of any approval of the city, we start moving, which engineer is going to work on, where are we going to get this, so that by the time April comes, we are properly aligned and ready. Is that something that can be done? Banking will really be easy. And with this, with profound honor and great gratitude, allow me to call upon the regional manager of Housing Finance Bank, Philip Emundot. I'm going to come and take over this, make his presentation, and introduce the head of his staff that we have here. You're welcome, sir.
Special announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Special announcement. Whoever has a wife for that, please let me know. The man said you are beautiful women in the bank. But I am not used to standing in one place. I don't know what you are going to do. I don't know how you are going to chase me around. It's good to see you all. Philip Emunot is my name, like it was said. I started my banking career 2007. Those are how many years? 18. Yes. And the beauty is I started my career from Lira here. I have to tell my story the day I arrived Lira, how I went. Day one at the job. I didn't know where to sleep. And when I arrived, I thought I was going to come back at night 0. So imagine a young man, day one, first job almost, and we are going to the office to report with a shirt which is not ironed. That was my first experience here. And I worked here for 4 years, and then I started moving around. I was Stanbic Bank. So Lira is very dear to me. But I also have a previous history of Lira. Is there anybody who was studying in Dr. Gordon College in the year 1990, 92, 93, around there? Anybody in the room? No one. Yeah? Okay. No problem. We will continue from there. So my job here is very simple: to introduce or reintroduce Housing Finance Bank to us. That's my job. And I'm going to try to be as brief but as detailed as I can. So who are we? That's my first discussion. Housing Finance Bank was born in 1967. How many of us are older than Housing Finance Bank? At least that does not include me. 1967. So we've been around for quite a while. We started as the Housing Corporation of Uganda, Housing Company of Uganda. In 2007, we moved on to become a commercial bank, and we now offer full banking services, but with a special focus on housing. I was on a certain forum on a TV, and one of the panelists with me said, how will you call Uganda your home when you don't have a home in Uganda? And our mandate is to answer that question, as we will see. Who owns Housing Finance Bank? 50% of Housing Finance Bank is owned by National Social Security Fund, NSSF. How many people here have some money with NSSF? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My bosses, thank you for employing me. 49.1% of housing finance is owned by the government of Uganda, represented by the Ministry of Finance. How many of us are taxpayers? All of us. Some of us are not confident. But all of us are what? Zero doesn't pay VAT here. As long as you buy sugar, you pay. So that is part of our shareholding. And then the smaller bit of our key shareholding is by National Housing and Construction Corporation. So those are our shareholders, major shareholders, 100% Ugandan owned. So this is our bank. Even the management of Housing Finance Bank, from the chairman board, the former chairman board is from here, he just retired a few months ago. But from the chairman board down to the last man, all of us are 100% Ugandan. So Housing Finance is a fully Ugandan bank. And therefore, since we're a fully Ugandan bank, we have a very key mandate to be financial solution providers for the Ugandan situations and Ugandan economies. So that is a nutshell of who we are. I am not going to go into these other details. How are we structured as a bank to be able, therefore, to meet the financing needs of the population of Uganda? And there are 5 key pillars on which the business segment of the bank sits. 5 key pillars. Now I want us to listen very carefully as I go through these 5 key pillars. And if you don't find yourself falling in one of them, please let me know. I am very sure it means business and institutional banking. This is the segment that deals with the large corporates, both international, regional, and local, and as well deals with registered businesses of whatever nature. As long as your business is registered, that is the section that deals with those businesses. And we offer both transactional solutions, that means how do you, number one, collect your money as a business or as an organization? How do you keep your money in the most available way possible? How do you invest your money? There's investment advice in there. Do you want to keep the money on a current account? We'll tell you when to do that. Do you want it on a fixed deposit account? We'll tell you when to do that. Do you want to invest in government treasuries? And just to let you know, we are a primary dealer with the government securities, meaning we don't buy through some other bank. We buy direct from the central bank. We are very few, and we are one of those primary dealers. So do you need some support investing in government paper? We are your go-to bank. But also when it comes to financing, supporting the businesses with additional capital to either grow to either boost or to replenish the business in its current state. We are here. We have some people who get into an enterprise, pick money from the current running business, put it in the enterprise, and then they create a small hole in the what? In the business. We need to replenish. You come and have that conversation. Say, no. There was money, but I used it to buy cows. And the cows are the farm. So I need some money to put back in this hole. Sometimes you need to expand. An additional opportunity has come. And the business directors, one thing I know about them is their brains never stop working. And they always see opportunity somewhere. Let's have that conversation. Is your business running manually and you need to automate it? Let's have that conversation. Whatever you do. Again, I said we are Uganda, so we tailor the solution to you. Let's have that conversation. So I'll just quickly run through which are the key departments under business and institutional banking. We have education. Any school owners here? No school owners? Okay, there are some school owners or representatives. Any teachers here? Teachers should be very many. So anybody in the school, within the school, or connected to the school, we have that discussion with you. School owners, teachers, suppliers. How many of you supply schools? Anybody supplies the school uniform, social bins, whatever, stationery? We have that conversation with you. You are part of the ecosystem of the education system. Oil, gas, and minerals. That's a very key sector for the government this year as well. Anyone heard of ATMs? ATMs, not this ATM of the bank. If you looked at the budget that was read, the 4 areas the government is focusing on, call them ATMs: agriculture, tourism, minerals, science and technology. So if you're a business person, just know that's where the government is going to put in money. Have you set yourself to follow that money? The other area is agriculture financing. We do a lot of agriculture financing. And I'll be talking a lot more about agriculture financing a little later. But when we talk about agriculture financing, we are speaking beginning from production across the value chain to the final product. So are you in primary production? Are you in agro-processing? Are you a middleman? Are you a transporter? Are you in value addition? Are you in agro-export? Where in the agri-value chain are you playing? If you need some support, let's have that conversation. That is very key. The other area is vehicle and asset financing. Do you have any need? Any type of car you want? Or your personal car? I'm here to finance an aeroplane now here. You can collectively come together, fix the airway, runway, and we buy one. Are you, whatever you do, what do you need machinery? Do you need computers? What asset do you need to make your business? Either produce more or spend less. What do you need to meet the market demand in terms of assets or vehicles? Are you in transport business? Are you hiring? And the cost of hire is quite high. It's unreliable. Let's have that discussion. Trade finance. both local and international. Do you buy and sell goods, or do you offer services in exchange for payment? Whatever it is, be it a retail shop, be it a hotel, be it, I don't know, whatever it is. As long as you have goods that you sell, or you have services that you offer for payment, let's have that discussion for whatever you need. And then, very importantly, is mortgage financing. For BIP, business and institutional banking, we deal with commercial mortgages. What is a commercial mortgage by definition? This is a horse that you will use to generate income. So there are two: there's a commercial mortgage and a residential mortgage. One is for you to sleep, and one for you to generate income. Either you're going to rent it out, or you're going to use it as the premises for which you're going to do your other businesses. Sometimes it can be both. You can use part of it, and then you can rent out part of it. I'll talk about that a little. Quickly, I'm going to move a little faster. Let's move to mortgage and commercial and consumer banking. That's the second business pillar that we run with. And basically, under the mortgage and consumer banking, we look after the banking needs of non-registered individuals. If you are doing business or you are working in your own name, the only registration that you have is your national ID. Are we together? Then you fall under the mortgage and consumer banking. So who are these people? People who are earning salaries. And using your salary, you want to get financing support for any solution. You may want to buy a car, you may want to build a house, you may want to start a business, but your source of repayment is your salary. Then there are people who are doing business. We usually refer to them as self-employed, but you are not formally registered. So you're coming to borrow in your individual names. Then we have the people who are living out of the country, the diaspora. I know some of us have friends, relatives, brothers, sisters who are either living out of the country or planning to go. Some of us might also be planning to leave and go out of the country. We have a special section under the mortgage and consumer banking that is dedicated to supporting our brothers and sisters living outside the country to do what? To bank back home. And we also very specially support them to own a home back home. So if you have a brother, sister, uncle, auntie, somebody that is doing some gainful work out of the country and is earning, we can actually support them to be able to own a home back home. So that when the time reaches for them to come back home, or even when they decide to come for a holiday, they are not coming to rent. No, they are not coming to squeeze around. A number of them actually have those homes and put them up for Airbnb or rent them out, and then when they are coming, they cancel their appointments, come and stay. After Christmas, they go back, but they have a home back home. So we help them quite a lot to do that. Then we have microfinance. Microfinance, we call it a bank in the bank. And it is to foster very intentionally our agenda of financial inclusion. We know that there are so many Ugandans doing gainful business, but we don't see them anywhere in the financial system. And so it becomes quite difficult to plan for them, to budget for them, or even to reach them to see how we can actually support those together. So very intentionally, the microfinance department is intended to do that. I know there's quite a bit of microfinance clear. We want to see how we get the people at the bottom into the financial system that they can enjoy. And so we've tried so much to reduce the barriers of entry into the financial system for the inclusive segment. We also have quite a bit of a focus on supporting the women in that segment. So we have business loans for them, we have agreed financing for them, we have incremental housing. Now, this incremental housing product has been on the market for a bit of time. And like we said, our mandate is housing. It's quite a bit difficult, not only for the lower person, but even for some of us, to be able to construct a decent house at a goal. And then we are saying every Ugandan deserves a decent home. Every Ugandan deserves a decent home. So you may not be able to have a decent home today, but in the next 3 to 4 years, you can have a decent home. So the incremental housing project helps people to build their houses over a period of time. You come and start with purchase of land, for example. We have an association of border riders. And it's concurrent building. They say we can get the bricks. In the morning we will go and step on the soil, put the bricks together. When the bricks are ready, you give us the cement. And the house gets off the ground. And as they are riding the border, they are paying. As they are riding, they are paying. Then they contribute. So that is basically incremental housing. Building slowly by slowly, over a period of 3 to 5 years, somebody has their house. And we enhance it with also having facilities that can support with access to clean water, either production or purification, or access to energy. Up north, we are very blessed with the sun. Even when it is raining, there will still be sunshine. And today we have technology that does not necessarily need the sun to be hot for it to charge your batteries. It just needs light to come out. And I'll talk about those a little later. There's focus on the women, so we also have loans that are particularly for women, but we also have loans that are directed towards the women organizations. Is the organization owned by a woman? Is it led by women? Are the majority of the people working in there women? And there's also special focus there. We have the channels. All these 3 things I have mentioned, the consumer has to reach them through a channel. So we have 21 branches today. We opened one new one in Kampala, Nansana. I was in Soroti on the 25th, opening another branch in Soroti because I realized along this corridor was very empty. From Lira, the next one was Bali. That was very far. So we've put one in Soroti. So along this line, and I'm thinking I will do some business analysis, see if I can go to Karamoja as well. and put one there. And then this side also is a bit empty. Our intention is to reach everywhere. So we have 21 branches right now, Lira being one of them. And thank you for looking after Lira branch for me. We also have online banking. Ladies and gentlemen, some people still fear online banking. Please don't. It is a bank that is with you all the time. Training on how to use it is very available. It is very secure. Certified. Let me repeat. Our IT security is internationally certified. Can I tell you the depth of our security? Would you like to know? Yes? I'm going to tell you the depth of the security, but I won't, because it will then become insecurity. I just know that it is very safe. So internet banking, both for the individual and the organization, online banking on your phone is readily available. If you have an account and you don't have online banking already, please visit a branch. Get enrolled. We have our ATMs across, and our ATMs do both deposit and withdraw. We have agents. There's one I haven't mentioned, and I really want to encourage us here to take it up. That's about point of sale machines. Point of sale machines. The point of sale machine that we give supports collections on 4 platforms. If you have your retail store, you have your service, you have a spa, a school, whatever. Any business that you do where individuals have to come and pay cash, you can actually have a point of sale. What does a point of sale do? Somebody can either come and pay by card, somebody can come and pay by mobile money, MTN and Airtel. But if you want to serve international clients outside the country who would like to pay online, the point of sale service that we give enables you to have even clients outside the country paying. Those of us who run the education sector especially, you have so many sponsors who actually don't live within the country, and they struggle to send school fees. The school fees arrives through the auntie, through the uncle, through so and so, and sometimes does not end up with the school. So I want to encourage us. The point of sale that we give is so convenient. It also makes sure that we also want to make sure that when people come to your premises, they can spend more than the cash that is in their pocket. Somebody comes, wants to buy this, then they see that, then they see that, then they see that, and they only have 20,000 in their pocket and their ATM card or money on them. They can actually spend. So that's my encouragement. The final place is bank assurance. Bank assurance is for your insurance needs. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance used not to be something that we thought about so much, but today the risks keep escalating as the business environment gets more robust. Do insurance for yourself, for your vehicles, for your businesses, for your homes. Do insurance for them. Have health insurance. If you want health insurance for your family, come and speak to us. We'll get a package for you. If you want health insurance for the people that work for you, come and speak to us. We'll get a package for you. Even if you want it for yourself, come and speak to us. We'll get health insurance for you. There are education policies where you save for your children for the future. anything to do insurance, come and speak with us. And I think you had one of the people introduce themselves as the insurance officer. I just wanted to emphasize this slide a little. This is our housing solution. So, anything housing in the value chain we do. You want to buy a house, you want to buy a commercial building, you have seen it, you have your sources of income. It's not enough now, but it will be enough in the future. Come and have a discussion. You want to buy land and construct. Personal building, commercial building, rentals, apartments, whatever it is. In any part of this country. It doesn't have to be necessarily here. There are opportunities that are springing up across this country. The new airport in Roima, Kabale is bringing in a lot of opportunities. The grain hub in Gulu is bringing in a lot of opportunities. The oil in Gulisa is bringing in a lot of opportunities. And these are going to come with needs for space. Inevitably. People are going to want where to sleep. Those who are bringing in food are going to need where to cook food. Those who are bringing in clinics and hospitals are going to need where to operate for. Are you ready to take that opportunity? We can support with that. Some of us have projects that we have started and they need completion. We can have that conversation as well. How do we get you ready? And then how do you support? Some of us have projects that we may need to either facelift or modify. You started with intention X, but down the road you're like, I have a gentleman who started with the intention of a hotel, somewhere in Tebe Road, and all of a sudden, he has changed his mind. He now wants a hospital. So we modify. You can support with the modification of that project. Completion and innovation, we can support with that. There is that second one called wholesale incremental. That is usually given to groups, people in investment clubs and people in VSLS. Okay? You come and borrow as the group, but your intention is to give that money to your members to go and support them with anything related to housing. Anything related to housing. Some people want to buy land, some people want to finish the house. Your different group members may have different needs but related to housing. So you come to us as a group. Well organized, well registered, your books are being well kept. And we look at them and then we all lend money to you. And you manage your members. For us, we will demand from the group, which is represented by the leadership of that group. That is where we will be demanding from. Now, to make sure that we fulfill the mandate that we said earlier, the solutions, we've intentionally decided to make sure we find relevant partnerships. The most important reason for us to get these partnerships is to try, one, to bring down the cost, but also to make sure there's availability of this funding. The first one there is a partnership with what we normally call UECCC. I'm sure most of us have heard it. Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Fund. What is that fund meant for? It is meant to support every Ugandan to have access to clean and environmentally friendly energy. We have cut our trees until the sky is now annoyed. I was in Kulu last week with the farming area where, and the people who planted granaries are crying. They say the granite is stuck in the soil. We cannot pull it out. There is no rain. So we can't continue like this. We need to begin to participate in the environmental conservation. So do you need some financing to get no more green power? Do you need some financing to do solar? You might want to have a solar backup in your house. The normal grid is there, but when it goes off, you need something to switch. Those who are running bigger institutions, you might want to run the machinery on power and the rest of the lighting on solar. Or would you like to cook with gas? Both at individual level, but also at institutional level. Those are three clean sources of energy. That fund is there seated in the housing finance. Please have a discussion with the branch manager. Please have a discussion with the branch manager. We have some funding that is coming from the East African Development Bank. Now, that fund is very unique. The rate is between 16 and 20% for SMEs, 25% for the micro business because of the dynamics. And it's still way cheaper than the other microfinance solutions that go from 30 to even 40%. It is even further cheaper. I hope I'm not entering anyone's business here, but I will still say there are people who lend at 15% per month. By the time you borrow for 1 year, 15 times 12 is what? You do the math. So it's still way cheaper. Now that fund has majorly been designated to support businesses outside Kampala and Wakiso. I thought you were going to clap. Specifically designated to support businesses outside Kampala and Wakiso. And the intention is to boost those areas also, because there's a lot of potential economically in these areas. But access to finance has been a bit of a challenge for us to boost that. So that fund absolutely exists to support that. In whatever sector you are dealing in, except these two. Doesn't support mortgage financing and it doesn't support contract financing, but it supports trade, it supports agriculture and the other service industries, hotel and all those others. So most of us will actually qualify to benefit from this particular fund. We have a partnership with Water Equity. And basically what they are doing is to help anyone that is intentioning to either produce water or purify existing water. And any player in between. Do you deal in plumbing equipment? That fund is available because you are supporting the value chain access of clean water. Do you own a school? Are the children having access to clean water? Many times there's just one borehole, and then a number of the children are going around like borehole. But you can actually take advantage of this and have different taps across the school coming from a very clean source. And all the children need to have is their clean water bottle. And they go to the tap and they're sure they're going to get clean water. If you are a school owner, if you sit on school management committee, if you sit on the board, if you are a parent, please take this message to the school. I don't know medical officer here, I don't have the statistics, but a good number of childhood diseases can be prevented by the child having clean access to clean drinking water. So let's champion that. And then we have some of the funds that are coming from the government of Uganda through the central bank, and they are majorly about 4. One is the agricultural credit facility. That has been around for some time. 12% for production, processing, and 15% for grain dealing. It's a very cheap fund. It's available. The other is, that one is 12%. The other is the large-scale farmers facility. It is at 18%. But the 18% interest is paid by the government, not by the borrower. And there are some conditions for you to qualify. There are 5 crops you should be dealing in. Soybeans, maize, sorghum, what's the other? Hay, there are 5. You should be cultivating on 50 acres and above. You should have been in production of that crop for at least the last 2 seasons. So you may have been in production as 20 acres, that's okay, but you have 50 acres to scale up, that is fine. You shouldn't be doing the farming in your names. You should be a registered entity, farming for business. You should be registered with the National Farmers Federation of Uganda or Grain Council of Uganda. You should be under some form of regulation. Those are the key ingredients for you to qualify for that fund where the government pays interest. We have the Small Business Recovery Fund, which is at 10%. This fund was set up by the central bank to support businesses that suffered during COVID-19. And that fund is still available. If I may use the approach between children and adults, some of our businesses are adults, and sometimes we come around to consume the facility for children. So it also has a qualifying criteria. This is my last slide. Before I speak about this slide, I first want to appreciate every customer that has been with us for quite a time. We set out to do a digital transformation as a bank. The intention is to make banking as convenient as possible from A to Z. But it required us to change the foundation of our system, what we call the core banking method. The most important, the system on which all the other systems sit. And ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the most difficult things. My brother here knows what happens. It is one of the most difficult things to do. It doesn't take months. It takes years for that thing to change. And as a bank, we said, if we are going to take the pain of changing, then we had better change the best. And I will confidently, without fear, say that core banking system that we changed to in June 2024 currently is the best. It's among the top 5 in the whole world. It did not come very cheap. And if we are to participate very, very aggressively and actively in the economy of this growth of the country, then we must have the best. When we landed it in 2024 June, it did not land as smoothly as we had wanted. It landed with a bit of roughness, and that affected us for quite a bit of time. Our stability got affected, our networks, for those who are with us, got a bit of affected. Those who are dealing with agents, we realized for about 2-3 months after June, the agents were off, and we tried to stabilize. For those who have been processing loans with us, we realize that your loans are taking a little longer than they should take. But I want to thank you for being patient. The light ahead of the tunnel is very clear. Just a little more. Just a little more. I have already seen a bit of feedback. Your loans are taking a little longer than usual. I know, and I am aware, and we are working on that. The intention is that when it comes to applying for a loan, there are some loans where we don't even want you to come to the bank. Just sit on your computer and we will do everything. There are some people who don't even need to apply for a loan. We will just tell you that you qualify if you want. That's the direction we are going, and it's one of the systems that is coming on board. How long does it take to do another TTS? On average? 2 hours? On our current mobile banking system, both the mobile app and internet banking, if you're doing another TTS of 5 billion shillings and below, it takes between 2 to 5 minutes to move from this bank to the other bank. Between 2 to 5 minutes. If it takes more than 5 minutes to reach the other bank, the problem is not us, it is the other bank. I will say that confidently. And that's part of the enhancement that we have done. So if you're banking with us, and somebody in another bank needs some money from you, that is 5 million shillings and below, you don't have to come and withdraw and then go and deposit. I've seen some people move it from here to mobile money, then they push it the other side. That's a very long process. Just do your normal RTGS from your bank to the other bank, and in less than 5 minutes, the money will be there. I debated with a man when I was in Lucia, and I said, no problem, here is my money. If your money doesn't reach its target, less than 5 minutes, your money is there, I've paid you back. But if it reaches, you bring back my money with interest. And so we did the home, and in 2 minutes it had reached the other side. I said, but I'm a Christian, you just give me my money. Interest, you can keep it. So it works. So there's a lot more that is coming. 2025, we landed the customer relationship management system. It's going to be very easy for us to look after customer requests, customer compliments, customer complaints as quickly as possible. I won't go into the detail because number one, our tea is ready and our dinner is also getting ready. 2026, that name might be, and if you interpreted it in English, you can understand. Only channel, one channel for everything. So we are learning a very, very robust, user-friendly, very flexible system for customers to do transactions. That is coming. Online banking is going to be there. You want to open an account, please don't come to the bank. Pick your phone. Whether it is a smartphone or it is not a smartphone, you will be able to open an account as long as you have a national ID. And immediately you open that account, you get your account number immediately, and you get enrolled onto the mobile banking system immediately, without you having to come to the bank. Now that system is ready. It's very ready. All we are doing is we are finalizing the testing to make sure it is. So I'm confident we said that in January we are releasing that one. It is coming to the customers. Then we'll get to the next phase where you can start your transaction on your phone and your battery runs out. So you walk to the nearby agent and complete your transaction from there. You don't have to start afresh. Or you can complete it at the ATM. There's a lot that is coming on that channel. You can buy something from Amazon and pay direct off your account without necessarily needing to have a credit card. Just a little more patience. And I'll just stop there for now. Mine is to say thank you again. Thank you for being patient with us during this transition. We know that there are still a few loopholes that we have to plug, especially around the turnaround time for the business loans. But back end, we are working to make sure that we fix that. When that experience is fixed, it's going to be so enjoyable. Where is the MC? Because I am done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to introduce Housing Finance Bank to you. There's some tea that is available for us to warm up. I'm told when it is hot, we don't take cold things. I don't.
Thank you so much, Philip. Philip is the regional manager of Housing Finance Bank. And, Philip, we are one team. We have agreed to serve customers better in 2026. So we are falling short. Kindly read your contact with the customers who have come here.
0777. When you don't find out, you call me. 0777. 19 46 72 07 19 46 72. Philip Emonot, that's my name. I sit at the head office in Kampala, Colombo. So when you're in Kampala, please greet me. Don't only wait when things are not working. That's when you remember my name. Even when they are working, remember my name. There's some feedback forms we've given you. Kindly fill them in and tell us where we are doing well and where we want to improve. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Philip. If we are really happy, why don't you clap our hands for Philip? Allow me to recognize the presence of Moses. Moses Anyi is here. He left for me a seat. Unlike in the other one, for us, we are very happy. I'm sitting on this chair currently. I will also bring it and leave it for somebody. So let's identify who we are going to give. Allow me also to recognize the presence of our chief guest, the ICC of Lira, who is here with us. We're not doing well on time. I'm well aware we have another engagement that needs all of you outside there. So I'll call upon someone who is supposed to speak on behalf of the customers before calling our chief guest to speak, and then we get straight away to what has brought us here, which is dinner. Today I've called us here just so that we can eat together and look at how 2025 has been had, and then prospect how we can make 2026 better. That's why the arrangement here is not a classroom setting, it's just some enjoyment. We have tea and coffee behind, food is almost ready. If you need water, you can also ask and then we shall bring it here. And with that, allow me to call upon Ms. Anthony. I was made aware that you will speak on behalf of all the customers here. Please take up.
Hello everyone. Hello. Are we sitting for long? Should we stretch a bit? Should we raise up a bit as a health break? We have been listening to the regional manager speaking, but I think it would be better we can just rise up a bit. It's healthier that way, right? Yes, stretch a bit, then we can take up our seats. And then I can mention to us or share with us my experience as a customer. Thank you. Let's take up our seats. The chief guest, the RCC of Lira, the leadership of Housing Finance Bank, distinguished guests, fellow customers, good evening. Allow me to greet us as Housing Bank. Good evening, because we are here as Housing Bank, right? And we are here because we chose to be with Housing Finance Bank. Here I stand not on my own behalf, but as a customer of Housing Finance Bank, which is none other than Lira University. Personally, I bank with Housing Finance Bank, but I want to be on the shoes of a bigger customer than myself, because that is, I believe, the reason as why here I'm speaking today. And I would have loved my university secretary to be here speaking, but he was engaged. And he would have been the best customer to have spoken. Why? Even way long before Lira University started, he was banking with Housing Finance Bank. Yesterday he shared with me a story which I want to start with. And the story is connected to what the regional manager was telling us today here about incremental building of our homes. Here is what the old man told me when I was interacting with him. When the bank staff came in to invite him for this dinner, he told me he knew Housing Finance way back from the 80s when he just started working in Chambogo University. And he started banking with Housing Finance Bank. He had a plot of land in Banda. And he wanted to build, of course, Housing Finance then was around and wanted to help them. A few colleagues indeed went for the services. But then the experience was when they went in to get the services of the bank, they were first told, you first finish the foundation. Are you getting me? I'm bringing the experience, and probably to start with where Housing Finance came from. A few of the staff of the bank were there when he was sharing this story. First build the foundation. After the foundation, they were told, raise the walls. After raising the walls, that was in the 80s. Put the roof. They did everything. Thereafter, actually, they gave them some money. They were ready to give them some money, and then it was around 35 billion, and that was a lot of money, which indeed some of the colleagues received and got the service from the bank. But he did not, because he had reached a level he could now continue on his own for himself. But it was such a great thing that the enticement and the encouragement to start building came from the bank, and that is a service. And that is what the regional manager was telling us here today. We can make this happen with the collaboration, with the friendship, with the relationship that housing finance brings to us. I must tell us that banking is a business of intimacy, is a business of relationship, is a business of people, is a business of trust. And the reason we are here today is because the bank knows your significance. And you are the bank actually. Without you, there is no housing finance bank. So the bank is you. And the reason why I changed my greeting to saying housing finance, good evening. Is that clear? Yes. So we are the bank, and we need to experience that touch from the bank. And here am I speaking on behalf of Lira University. Lira University is a great institution in this sub-region. And our services are majorly three. We offer outreach services that change the lives in the communities within Lamo and beyond. We offer teaching services and we offer research. Now, to offer those services, we need the relationship of the bank so close to us in order to give the services to our clients who you happen to be among them. And Housing Finance has done this well for us. The leadership of Housing Finance Bank, I must say, Lira branch is doing good when it comes to relating with Lira University. They are doing so well. The branch manager, Daniel, is doing so well with us. We have, sometimes I think there is this one staff called David. Sometimes I think he's one of the staff of Lira University. He's at our face all the time. And when I meet him along the corridors of the university, asking whom have you come to? I've come to see doctor. I've come to see, he doesn't mind who, but he has come to do business for the bank. And what business is he doing? Managing the relationship between us, the university, and them. And we have been experiencing very good customer care. We do serve students who have to be paid. For example, students in government sponsorship. They need their housing allowance paid, and we need that paid very fast. You know, a student who is not satisfied, who's living out allowance, some of us may think it's small, but it's a significant fact for the student, and it can cause us instability in this university. Housing Finance has been doing us well. When we call to them and say, no, we are going to pay the students, we need these services to run fast. Students need the money. We have you as our suppliers to the university. Housing Finance, some of you, all of you here, bank with Housing Finance, from whom we pay and through Housing Finance. And they've been doing well. We have instances when we reach end of the financial year and we don't want payments not to get to our customers late, because the financial year ends and money can go back. So what do? We relate with the bank. We say, manager, we are expecting this funding from the projects, from the donors, we expect this much. How much can we transact? How much forex can we exchange? How much we are going to pay these customers? The financial year is ending. How fast can you make sure that these customers, who some of them you are, get their funding? So I must say, I'm here to tell us about the experience we have with Housing Finance Bank. That is the Lira University Housing Finance Bank relationship. It has been tremendous, it has been well, and I must thank Housing Finance leadership and the branch for the good ambience. Like I said earlier on, it's about intimacy. It's about the smile. The customer can choose where to go for as long as he feels emotionally attached. And the banking is one that we don't need to play with the emotions of the customer. As Lira University, with the housing finance, we have 3 different bank accounts that hold our project funding from the development partners. And here we need transactions to move fast because some of the development partners are surely international and they need these services to go fast. And we thank you so much for ensuring that our funds come in and we receive them on time and we utilize them. We want to thank Housing Finance again for the relationship and the cordial welcome they give to us, to our staff when they come to the bank to transact. We've not said we are going to be here so long, but it is a time that was given us to meet our fellow, the customers of the bank, who are our customers as Lira University, that we need to know about our services as well. That exactly the Housing Finance Bank enables us to give to the community. We are expanding and we still need Housing Finance Bank. We may have projects, we may write some few concepts about how to develop other buildings, and we shall need some funding. Definitely we shall run to no one else other than our local partners. One of them is Housing Finance. The other partners that we are going to run to here are you sitting here. Because the university has to grow, and there's no one to grow the university and the Housing Finance Bank other than us, ladies and gentlemen who are here. And we're so grateful and so much more engagements like this, so that we share with you our desires. You make our desires as the bank and as individuals sitting here come true. If I want to build a house, you help me. If I want to buy a car, like the regional manager said, you help me. If I want to be in agriculture, you help me. Now, the university partners with us here as well. In terms of imparting knowledge, we want to welcome everyone, including the bank, to the university to gain more knowledge. We have expanded, we've had a lot of programs that have the new programs, we've launched them. There are some other programs which are still under accreditation coming on board. Faculty of Agriculture is coming on board. I just heard about financing for the solar bean, the maize and everything. Faculty of Agriculture will be so much in touch with you, the customers, to help in the research, to help in the knowledge, to help in building us so that we can build a nation. We build Rano, we build Lira University, we build Housing Finance Bank that we need. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Anthony. For those who don't know, he's a former banker, so that's why he's quite passionate about banking. Thank you so much. That was really eye-catching. Allow me to recognize the presence of the following. We have the man who is in charge of all the lawyers in Northern Region, Council Manu is here. We have a seasoned businessman in Lira, Mr. Johnson Ochoa is around. We also have another seasoned business person here, Bosco Ochen, we know him as Bosero, on La Vida. We have a very young, but a doctor. I don't know how we got to go and read the medical report of the whole of Wanyashi, Dr. Nixon Young. I expected that to have been given to a much older doctor. I don't know. We also have a representative from the city, the HR Rebecca Moore is here. We also have Our finance, some of the financial service providers, I&O. Thank you for coming. We have a number of staff from Lira University, just wave and then we can see you. We've had so many things, so we're coming for contracts. That new faculty, we have people who should build it here. We have people who should supply the chairs, the chalk, everything that we need there. We are all in this block. And then from here, we'll look for the money to finance the contracts. You give them, we shall look for money so that the contracts can work out. And then the money will still stay home. We also have the HR of the university in here. It's called Buffet, he has a Nigerian name. You're out of it. Where are you?
Quality assurance.
Quality assurance. That's a big one. I have one of my mentors here, the person who actually supervised my master's research and taught me, Harriet Bogere is here, my own lecturer. We have a number of contractors here. Harvard Engineering is here. Hard Rock Engineering, and all of us. Thank you so much. Our food is ready. Our chief guest is ready. I want us to do something we've never done before. As the chief guest is coming to make his presentation, the band, I need you to give us a song, and I'll call everybody to stand up. We dance. This is December. I didn't want us to be as if we're in a giant or we're in a class. Whatever we have not achieved, we have to do this. That wish list we went with on 31st December 2024. January is just some few days to come. 25 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us get up, dance as we welcome our chief guest to come and make his remarks with us. The band.
But I want to pay special tribute to our regional manager who is here, our notable business personalities in your distinguished capacities. I cannot mention you one by one, but all of you are very instrumental in building this nation, Uganda, and I must thank Housing Finance for inviting you today so that we can sit down as a family of Housing Finance and then reflect on the year that is gone and the year that is soon gone and the year that is ahead of us. My name is Egole Lawrence, the RCC leader. I want to take this opportunity to warmly welcome the team that has come from the headquarters of Housing Finance in Lira City. You are warmly welcome. Today I'm going to be very brief because I am informed that next door there's another function waiting for the same team that is here. So I will try my best to observe time. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests in your respective capacities and entrepreneurs who are invited here, today is the day that Housing Finance Bank chose for the people of this region and specifically Lira City to sit down and then make a reflection on the progress that they have made in the year that is ending and the challenges that you have also overcome in the same year. I want to say the business landscape in Uganda has been very dynamic, to say the least, but we are also seeing growth, innovation, and resilience even in the face of adversity. Banking institutions have been very instrumental, and particularly Housing Finance has been very instrumental in driving the economic growth of this country by providing access to financial services and empowering businesses to thrive. And I want to congratulate you, Housing Finance, for that role you have played in this country. Your role in shaping the country's economy cannot be overstated by the government of Uganda. And on behalf of the government, I sincerely thank you for the role you've played over the years, and specifically this year ending. Ladies and gentlemen, as we enter the year 2026 and also bid farewell to year 2025, I call upon you to continue focusing on innovation, because innovation in business is the only key to your progress. Let us not forget about sustainability in business and inclusivity in your businesses. I call upon Housing Finance and other banking institutions to continue supporting local businesses so that they can invest in our people. Because if we support those small business enterprises, they will eventually grow and begin matching the same foot with those we are now recognizing as notable business personalities in this country. To the business gurus in this region, specifically your city. Thank you very much for the trust you have endowed on Housing Finance Bank and the collaboration you have had with the bank over the years. We call upon you to build a stronger and prosperous Uganda through your businesses. You are making Uganda what it is. You are employing the jobless Ugandans with the support. Housing Finance Bank treat these people as partners in development in this country. The President of Uganda is proud of the businessmen, and the businessmen also generate their strength from banking services, and we are talking about Housing Finance Bank and for your services. Therefore, wish all of us very good ending of year 2025 into year 2026. May God keep us in one piece. May God allow us to fulfill our dreams in building a stronger nation, Uganda. I say this to God and my country.
Great. And that's why they're saying Yamane Pereni. Thank you so much. We are almost coming to the end of this program, and allow me to call upon the head of customer service and experience at Housing Finance Bank, Mrs. Carolina Gudo, to wrap up some of the concerns. And for those of us who came in late, we have some papers in front of you. We really need your feedback. We are aware 2025 hasn't been easy. And when I was in my opening remarks, I did apologize as a branch manager seated here in Lira for whatever might have not been well. And I committed that 2026 would do well. So if you have any before you, please give us the feedback so that we can make this a better experience. Carol, you're welcome, and you do for me the honors of introducing you're not only the team we've come with from the office, but just bring up all the staffs of Housing Finance Bank. They will not mention their names, but the people seated here should know who are the people doing this business. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you very much. Housing Finance Lira branch, please join us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to observe the protocol that has been followed. Good evening once again. I'm not sharing the energy, I'm not seeing the energy. Good evening once again. Thank you, that is much better. My name is Caroline Agudo. I come from the next door neighbor, Soroti. This is my second time here. I was here 2 years ago for the same activity, Customer Forum, and we're happy to have had it in, I think, Pacific. But I think this is all right now. I've been here for 2-3 days and I like what I see. Before I went through the concerns you've raised, and I know some of you still have those forms, feel free to send them. We will still look at them and we will still provide feedback. Allow me to invite the people that came with me from Kampala, and I would like to introduce Miss Mary Achulu. Miss Mary Achulu is a customer service supervisor for the branch network. So all the branches, when there are service issues, she's the person who is supposed to support the branches to resolve those issues. When we have a new marketing officer, she's called Rachel. Rachel works with our marketing and communication department. The media that is here, the photos that we are going to have are going to be because of her effort in doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have met Mr. Englund. He has worked us through the bank products, and again, thank you for that. The new team, I would just like you to say hello very fast, again I can go to. You ready? Say what you should to our customers. The second one, we don't train the team. Thank you very much. Partners, in these forms I have with me, we've received about 7 key issues that I want to walk through very fast. One of them is long turnaround time. Loan processing, turnaround time. We've said that we are taking long to process these loans. And again, I think the manager came up and said he's very sorry. We are sorry for the delays. However, what we have done as a bank is been working with the old system that was taking long to do certain things. However, now we've implemented a new system. We expect this to improve. However, we would also like that our loans that are helping you to process these loans should be able to request, because some of the delays are a result of incomplete information. You come today, you want a mortgage, but you don't have all the requirements. And so as you start counting your processing date as today, there are some things you've not brought to the bank, and that takes you. We've taken this feedback and we're working towards improving it. There is another issue around interest rates. I hear some conversation somewhere. Thank you very much. There's an issue around interest rates, and Mr. Moore took some time to explain how we come into some interest rates, how we have partners who help us to reduce our interest rate, but also how someone come with insurance that helps offset the interest rates. The other issue was around the late service at the branch. Someone said that there's one teller serving, and sometimes because it's one teller, it takes longer. Is it true? It's very true. The turnaround time at the branch is very long. Mr. Bado, you want to say something? Not just an area. Can we commit to do better?
Thank you very much. Yes, we commit to do better. We have 2 tellers now. So feel free to come. They will be there to serve.
So we have 2 tellers at the branch, and partners. Our interchannel is on our ATM. It's one of the ATMs in the banking industry that allows you to withdraw and fund. If you have a card, there is no need for you to go to the ATM, to go to the banking world and just really know. You should use the ATM. Our internet banking allows you up to 30 million. There is no need for you to go to a branch to do that. Our mobile banking gives you up to 5 million as well. There is no need for you to go to the branch to do that. What we need to do is to do a lot of awareness to empower customers how to use these platforms so that they will not waste time. Network instability, the bank has worked quite big to reduce the instability. I'm aware that the ATM sometimes goes off, and we are working with our partners. For us to deliver a service, we use telecoms. We use different partners, and sometimes when the partners have challenges, it affects us. So we are working with those network partners to ensure stability. Then someone talked about parking space. We take this feedback around parking space. The regional manager is here. We need to see what we need to do if the bank wants to move the branch to a place where there is space that will be done. The final comment here was around CSR. We need to do more CSR. We are going around planting trees. It's so hot. Everywhere it is hot. We are planting trees in Soroti 2 weeks ago. We are planting trees in Masaka. We are planting trees everywhere. We are going to do CSR. We are going to work with the manager to ensure that you do CSR in Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be the board between you and your food. We have taken the feedback. We are going to analyze it and call you back and give you feedback on the same. Thank you very much. Allow me to invite the manager to come and proceed. Thank you.
Head of customer service and experience. As I said before, the reason why we've come here today to have this engagement, have this dinner, this interaction, is basically to look at how best can we progress this work. The people who are in the service industry, we know very well, each and every day the demand is high, how the customer expectations are high. There is a group for a big service provider I'm on. I normally see people quarreling every day, including my senior manager Moses, always quarreling with that group. Until one time I sent a text on the group and said, service industry is complicated. Let's go slow on this team. I want us to give honest, candid feedback so that we can sit down as Housing Finance Bank and make each and everything easier for us. You are the reason we are here, and we are also here for you. We have come at the right time, what we're supposed to do. And this is normally better done by a woman. And Carol, since you've come to give us give our customers good experience, you'll come and take us through the process, how we're going to have our dinner. Please, this is better done by a man. But as Karen is coming, allow me to let somebody stand up. Alex. Alex is what we call the branch operations manager of Housing Finance Bank. In short, he's the assistant manager of Housing Finance Bank. If you don't see me, please see him. We run the show together with him. He's behind. Alex, let people see you well.
I wish I was told that.
So, let me hand this over.
Thank you. Our dear customers, I hope we've all got vouchers, coupons. Have we got coupons? So we are going to have someone who's going to go on each table directing people to have dinner. So we'll wait until you're directed to where you will eat. And before we do that, I think we need a good photo. Our photographer is here. We have a good photo in front here. We'll waste just 1 minute of your time for the good photo. Thank you very much.
Try not to touch me.